Right, good morning, Hennis, champions in the house. This is your leader, Ambassador Ango Soliu. Okay, you're all welcome to another weekly edition of our Design Your Life Success Masterclass. I'm super excited for what we have today, and I want to go straight to the business of the day. Okay, I'll be sharing my screen right now. Right. I'll be sharing my screen right now. I want to believe you are super ready for me. If you are ready for me, give me a high five just by typing 5 on the chat box. I want to know those who are super ready, those who are set. Very good, thank you. Prosoliu Elenyela, thank you. Ajibolo Shakirat, Farouk Alagbala, Okoyemi, Shehu Soliu, and Shukra Azan, you are all welcome. Okay, now permit me to share my screen. All right. All right. Okay, so today's training is all about factors that affect effective invitation, factors that affect effective invitation. For some of you who are new members who are just joining us for the first time, new members of the team, my name is Ambassador Soliu Ango. I am the president of Dream Life International, the official NGO piloting the Design Your Life campaign nationwide. Now let's go straight to the business of the day, factors that affect effective invitation. All right, you need to know that invitation is one of the most powerful skills that we need to have in our business. Invitation skill is even called the gateway skill, but then there are factors that reduces the chance, that reduces the expected results in our business. Okay, now if you are a beginner in this business, I bet you can start to make money from your day one if only you can master the effective invitation skill. If you don't know how to present, you do not know how to follow up as much, but at least you can invite effectively, you can invite massively, you stand a very good chance of making money from onset in your business, from the beginning of your business, okay? And that is why this invitation skill is called the gateway skill. It opens the gate of earning for you in the beginning of your business, okay? The gateway skill. Now, if you are not aware of certain factors that can hamper your growth, that can affect your result negatively, then it will continue to work against you. And that is why I am treating this today. I've seen a situation whereby some people are working hard on daily basis, they generated lists, they go out, share questionnaire, have a couple of contacts with them, or ask their success line to recommend people, and they take time to treat those lists. And at the end of the day, out of 100, 200, you probably see 3 or 4, 5 people showing up. Okay? Now, what is the problem? Is it normal? Is it normal to, to do an invitation call of about 50 to 100 and you're getting just about 2, 3, 4, 5 people showing up. That is not normal. There is something definitely wrong with that invitation. It might not be directly you. It could be other factors, which we're going to be looking at all of those factors this morning today. So if you are ready, type "I'm ready" on the chat box. If you are ready, type "I'm ready." If you are ready, type "I'm ready." I want to know if you can see my screen, just type yes too. Okay, great. Azan Asidat is ready. If you can see my screen clearly, type yes. Type yes if you can see my screen. Okay, great. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. All right, I'm going to be super fast. Make sure you are with me 100%. All right, nice. This is the factors that affect invitation. The number one I will be looking at is lack of preparation. Lack of preparation. Our business is a major business, is a serious business. In fact, I can also call it an abnormal business, a business that pay people to the tune of millions on monthly basis, on weekly basis, on even on daily basis. It pays abnormal money. You cannot just treat that business, with trivial hands. You handle it with levity. You just do it carelessly and expect to get results. Okay, your business starts with you calling your prospect. If you don't call somebody, there's no way they can see the opportunity. There's nothing to follow up. Okay, that is why it is very, very important that you prepare before you make any call. Very key that you prepare before you make call. So lack of preparation is one of the factors that can affect our results, our invitation results negatively. For example, I'll be talking about mental preparation. Mental preparation. In anything you are doing in life, you have to be mentally prepared. You have to be emotionally prepared. You have to be consciously prepared. You don't just want to pick form and say, where are those things? Let me just call this one. You have to really be set. You have to wear the attitude, an official attitude of somebody that wants to make an official call. Okay, you have to also have this positive mental attitude that this call you're going to make is going to generate results for you. You have to treat it as if your life depends on it. And of course, if you look at it critically, your life depends on it. The life of the owner of that list depends on it. Somebody is waiting somewhere for food. He's expecting somebody to put food on the table, and for that food to land on the table, you have to do an effective call of that list. So you have to be mentally prepared. You have to think positive. You have to believe that this result, this list, will generate the desired result that you want. Okay? So don't just dabble into making calls without being in a state of mind, in a good mental state of mind. If you are furious for one reason or the other, if you have any emotional challenge, you are hungry, that was not the time to make a call. You need to really take care of that first. Just like in the banking sector, they will tell you if you are coming to work, whatever challenge you are having, as soon as you arrive at the gate, just leave it by the gate side, leave it outside before you come into the banking hall. You don't want to be frowning your face, facing the customer. The same thing in our business. You don't want to be in a bad mood making call. You have to be mentally ready. You have to also be emotionally ready. Okay? Even preparation has to do with spirit too. You have to be spiritually prepared. Spiritual preparation is part of the things. These are some of the things that are lacking that makes people not getting results in their business. You just finish fighting, you just finish an argument with somebody, and the next thing you pick somebody's list. You don't know when you get angry. You don't know when you are talking harshly to prospects. You want to make a call, you have not even committed to God's hands. We normally say that one of our cardinal structure is committing. Number one is committing our work to God. Okay? Commit our business to God. You need to put it in prayer. God, I want your support. I need every blessings of yours on this list that I want to call. Okay? You want to pray over it. I'm not writing off the fact that you need to acquire skill, but truly, you also need to be in the right spiritual mood for you to make a call. All right. This word is not entirely physical. Okay, it is also spiritual. So you need to pray first in the morning, even ever before you leave your house. Say, God, I'm going to the office. All my list I'm going to call today, please. I need your help. I need your assistance. May you bless my day for me. Okay, it's part of preparation. You have to be excited. You have to expect results. You have to expect positive results. Okay. Then another one is environmental preparation. Environmental preparation. The environment where you want to make call to has to be conducive. Some of you do your calls at home. Some of you do it in the office. Office environment too might not even be as conducive as your home. Yes. Now let me explain. If I am doing it right now, I am sitting by my, my reading table in my house, making this presentation, the kind of my private office. If I'm making call from this place, of course, once I am on this table, my family knew that I'm on business, and they want to be as as well coordinated as possible. They don't want to distract me. I can make call without any distractions. But guess what? You can be in the office and somebody is making noise nearby. Somebody is chatting nearby. Somebody is talking about product hereby. What of that my product? This package is not complete. Please, is Coledus available now? And who knows? The person on the other side of the phone might have an idea about what is this product you are mentioning. They're not say, oh, wow, that must be this kind of business they are inviting me for. You're already giving them a tip of what you are talking about. Okay? So when somebody is making call beside you and the person is noisy about it, you're also making your whole call and you are noisy about it, there will be interference. Okay? There will be interference. Your own call is going to the other person's call. The other person's call is also going into your own. And before you know it, the prospect might begin to suspect that these people must be Yahoo boys. They must be scammers. Can you see how rowdy that environment is? Okay, so we must learn the culture of making calls. We must learn the culture of making calls silently without having to distract other people. Okay? Please, when you are making call, don't make noise about it. Have you ever seen where the customer care are talking in the bank? No, you are in the front of the customer care, is attending to you, and the phone rings, and she picks up the call, or he picks up the call. Do you notice how they talk very silently? You'll be struggling to hear what you are sitting right there in front of the customer care. You'll be struggling to hear that person behind the table or in the front of the table. To eavesdrop what he's saying, you'll be struggling to hear him. You just be hearing something like, all right, okay, and they can hear themselves. So you must not shout. As from today, please let us conduct ourselves. Let us learn to talk, quietly without having to shout when we're making calls. Okay? It's part of the environmental preparation. Now, the next one is technical preparation. The phone that you are using to call, is it in good condition? If it's not in good condition, you're supposed to fix it. Some of you, the earpiece has problem or the mouthpiece has problem. Some people will be using the phone that they have to be doing like this. Hello? Okay. I'm confirming to know if you are in town. You put it to the ear, you put it to the mouth, you return it back to the ear. That kind of phone cannot give you effective call. You need to change that phone. Go and get a better phone. This is business. Even if you have not made money in the business, you still have to find a way to buy a new phone. Why? Because you have to spend money on business first before business will start to give you money. That's how it works. Don't tell me how much have I made in the business. Is it not just last week that I started in business and you're asking me to buy a new phone? Yes. Go and find out from other business people. They invest first in their business. They first rent. In fact, before renting a shop, they would have even learned the business or the trade. They will spend money to learn their line of business. They will spend money to rent the shop, and they will still spend money to stock it. They will spend money to pay for security and all that ever before the business starts to move. So you must also learn to spend money, buy good phone, buy power bank, or better, you can even get earpiece so that you don't need to be talking to, you don't need to be shouting. Haven't you seen that when they are showing a picture of a customer care, they normally show a customer care with earpiece, and a mic to the mouth? That shows that is the professional gadgets for customer care, okay? But if you cannot afford to buy that, at least you can get a tiny earpiece. If you cannot afford, if you don't have money for, and how much is earpiece? 300, 500, some cheap ones. Those ones you might need to be, replacing it every month or 2 months. They don't normally last. You want to buy a piece from 1,000 and above, at least will last for maybe 2 or 3 months before it will start to develop fault. You can buy a better one, or with that earpiece, you can still make your calls silently without having to, disturb other people. So please, anytime you are around a place where somebody is making call, immediately you are stepping into the office. See the office as a no noise zone, as a no noise area. This is not where you shout, away, grab 1 million when calls is going on. No. If we're not in a distributor only training, then you're not supposed to be shouting. You're not supposed to be distracting people's attention. Attitudinal preparation is another one. You need to have the right attitude. You have to have the attitude of a serious official work. I am doing an official work, not start having the feeling that this is a private thing. I can talk, I can relax the way I like. I can bend my head anyhow. I can be in any mood. No. That is not the right attitude. Let me give you something. An experiment was conducted for a customer care company. This customer care company, just like all of those calls that you receive from MTN, or when you call MTN and somebody picks it, it is not actually MTN really direct that picks those calls. They are contracted to a customer care company that receive those calls, those technical calls on behalf of MTN. Now, that kind of company, they can have up to 20 sets of callers. Okay. Now, those staff at a point complained, the staff of a particular customer care company complained to the management and said, come, why do we have to be putting on suit and tie, dress corporate every time behind our phone and system to receive and make call? After all, the customer doesn't get to see us. So why all of this official dressing? Why don't you allow us to just feel free to dress freely and still, do our work? Now, an experiment was now conducted. Now, the management now declare a free month, a free 1 month that people can dress, the staff can dress anyhow they want. If you like, wear a shirt to work. If you like, wear slippers. Understand? They gave them a free 1 month to dress anyhow they like. Just do your work. Guess what? A third-party company that monitors the effectiveness of call, the performance of the call, has a report that the performance of those customer care personnel dropped drastically in that month, that they are given freedom to dress anyhow. Only by mere dress, the performance dropped. There is this kind of aura that is around you when you are officially dressed. When you dress well in a day and you are going out, you don't move anyhow. You don't talk anyhow. You don't jump gutters. But when you are casually dressed, you move anyhow. You jump gutters, you do anything anyhow. Your attitude will change immediately. So always make sure you are in an official mode. You are well dressed. Your table where you want to make call is well prepared. All right. You have to be conscious of your environment. Make sure your phone is in good condition and all that. And in addition, you also need to have sorted out your list. Sorting your list is also a way of preparing for the call. And that, I can tell you, is one of the most important. Immediately somebody, finished attending seminar and the person could not pay, or the person pays, immediately we give them name list, to generate list. It's just to make sure you have something you can hold on from them. All right. But that doesn't mean the person is done with that work. Collect that name list first. But ever before you start to work on the list, you are supposed to sit down again with the owner of the list and say, please, can you come around to office? Can we meet tomorrow so that we can deliberate on your list? I want to start working on your list tomorrow. Okay? And I want us to deliberate. When the person comes around, what do? You want to sort that list based on MAN. Number one, these people, can you tell me this number one person, who is it to you? Does he have money? If you say he has money, put M against that name. What about this person? Does he have money? Does he have authority? Or is he a needy person? Is he in need of financial help? So those people that have any, you put M against them. Those people that have authority, like somebody who is command of a large congregation, but he doesn't really have much money, but he has a lot of people, he's a politician, he has a lot of followers, but he does not really have money, put authority there. Somebody who doesn't have authority, doesn't have much money, is a civil servant who doesn't have much, or is a jobless person or whatever, somebody that you can classify as needy, put N against them. Based on the answer you get from the owner of the list, he will know the people is giving you the list. You even want to know how long that the owner of the list has communicated with these people on the list. That's another reason why our list is not generating results. Many of you are very hardworking. You are working hard on lists on daily basis. You don't lack lists, but yet you are not getting results. People are not showing up. If people are not showing up, then you cannot blame anyone for it. We have to blame the invitation process. So you need to know those with money, those with authority, and those who are needy. You also need to find out whether these people, there are some warm market that are as good as cold market. You say, this person is my friend and family, is my friend, we are family member, and the last time they talked was 10 years ago, 20 years ago. How will you, classify that as a warm market? It's not really a warm market. As far as I'm concerned, that person is as good as cold market. You have not been communicating for a long time. Such a person might need to be warmed up. You might need to ask that prospect to warm up that person, just simply by putting a clock. If somebody tells you, it's been a long time, it's last year that I talked with this person last, it's 2 years that I talked with this person last, mark those people and give him as an assignment. You know what you're going to do? Just call them, call these people and say, hello, I just remember you. I just remember you, your name just came to my mind now, and I decided to call you to say hi. It's been a longer time. How are children? How are these things? You understand? That's all. Just to warm them up. So that by the time your sponsor is calling on the list, or by the time you are calling on the list for that your prospect, you understand, and they mention the person's name, they'll feel like, oh, I remember he even called me yesterday. And there must be, is that the reason why he called me yesterday? But he said he just remembered me. Maybe just a coincidence. Okay, maybe because he remembered me yesterday, that's why he also remembered me. He remembered to recommend me today. Oh, that's okay. But when they have not heard from you, look, I could remember there was a time somebody dropped a list, and by the time the list was treated, guess what the prospect was saying? The person was raining curses on the person who recommended. Say, recommend me. Who? I thought what does that mean? What does that mean? He's saying, who is that person? What do you say recommended me? Tell him that God will punish him there. Say he's unfortunate person, so he can even remember me in anything. This is somebody that you're not in good time with, or this is somebody you probably have offended, and you come and drop the person's name. So you have to scrutinize the list. You have to check the list. Are they warm? If they're not warm, the owner of the list has to warm them up by putting a call across. Just greet them casually, ask about their well-being, and end the call. Well, after he has finished doing all of that, then you can start your own call. Now, how do you do the call? Call the people with money and authority first. People with money and authority. When you call people with money and authority first, especially people with money. Some people too may have authority, and that money too, that is not there can be a problem. Call people with money first, in good number of them, so that as soon as they're attending, they are dropping money, they are paying, and that your new sign-up will have results within the first 1 week, the first 1 month. Then by the time you now start to call other, they're followed by authority. People of authority that he knows, when they come, you can have testimony of that process, of your new success line to show. So during the meeting after meeting, this is a man of authority. We have shown him this is a business of people. Now he didn't have money to register, but you can see that his family that recommended him has made money within 1 week, within 2 weeks. Guess what? Something will tell him that he needs to go and look for money. He will go and find money by all means. He will go and borrow money. He might sell something, from what you have seen. You said you started this business last week. Just because you recommended us and you have made this much. Since he knows that he has people, he has followers, he will know, oh, this person did not even know much people like I do, and he has already made this much. It means I will blow here, then we'll go and look for money. Only by just mere discipline of taking time to sort your list in terms of those with money, those with authority, those that are needy, those that are cold, those that are warm. Take your time to do the assignments. Don't be in a rush to treat a list. What is the essence of the list? That you are going to lose double way. One, when you rush to treat a list without sorting it, I don't mean you should start sorting it when the person is generating the list. First thing is to generate the list, then you now hold a meeting again, maybe the following day or 2 days later, any day that will be convenient for the person to come to you, or you go to him to sit down with him, then you are going to sort the list together. This is one thing I know for sure that many of us are not doing. We are not used to sorting our list. And I've been saying this over and over. Sort your list before you make the call. If you do not sort your list, you will treat everybody the same way. One size fits all, which is a lie. One size can never fit all. You talk to everybody, the person who has made money, you are talking to him the same way like you're talking to somebody else. Somebody who is an authority, you need to know those person, somebody who is an honorable. If somebody is a political, office holder, is an honorable, a chairman or commissioner, they want to be addressed as such. If they're not addressed as such, the person will see, who is these people calling me? They do not even know me. Don't you know I'm an honorable? They start to feel offended. Or even the person that recommended me to you didn't tell you that I'm an honorable, and you're just calling me by name just like that. Say, I better get out of my phone. So know those. Get to know the people on your list before you treat them. All right, that's number one. Then number two, lack of confidence. Lack of confidence. Now, what normally causes lack of, if somebody doesn't have confidence before making a call, then that person is likely not to get results. That list is likely not to generate results for you. And what can cause lack of confidence? It is lack of skills. When you don't have knowledge about something, you will be afraid of that thing. If you don't have good skill on something, you will lack confidence. You need to master your script. If you have studied your script very well and you have rehearsed very well before your upline, and your upline have already given you thumbs up to say, wow, this is great, you are now good to go, you can now go and make call, you are wonderful. That confidence will be there for you to make your call. Okay? You feel like, wow, my upline has validated my my calling skill. I think I can now do the call. So practice, get knowledge, study the script, okay? And you have to be in charge, still under the confidence. You have to be in charge. First of all, let me tell you something about this lack of confidence. Have you ever noticed that sometimes, for some of you out there, especially those that are beginner, you about to make a call and you notice your heartbeat has started increasing. Boom, 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 boom. You're having this kind of fear, and you are very unsure of what to expect from the caller. You are just afraid, and you are kind of silently praying that the person doesn't pick the call. You are calling somebody and you are not very sure if you want the person to pick the call. And the moment the phone says, the number you are calling is unavailable right now, please call again later, you feel like, okay, it's not available. Has it ever happened to anyone? If it has happened to anyone here, please put yes on the chat box. You are apprehended, you have this anxiety, and the moment the call says not available, you feel relieved. If it has ever happened to you, please put yes on the chat box. Don't be shy to put that. Feel free. Don't be shy. Great. Can you see it happens? It happens. It can happen to anybody. It happens. But you just need to be aware. Thank you for being sincere. Thank you for being sincere. It can happen to anybody. Okay? So how can you be making a call and you are silently praying that the person does not pick? You are silently wishing that the person does not pick the call. And when the person finally pick, you'll be caught unawares. It's ringing. You don't expect it to pick, to pick. And the person picks, you go, ah! Then your heart will like, boom, ah! What you pick? You know, hello, is that Mr. You don't even know whether it is Yoruba you have to speak or to English or you have to speak. I'm going to talk about that later. You know, you are caught unaware. You are stuttering. You are stammering. And that person on the other hand can feel your lack of confidence. They can smell it from distance. And they'll just be talking to you anyhow. They may not be very receptive. Who is the cause? You are the cause because you lack confidence. Take time to attend training. And as a sponsor, if you are a leader here, never you allow any of your success line to treat their list until they have undergone training. They have undergone our incubation class. No? And they have mastered the script. They have rehearsed the script of calling before you, and you have stamped them to be good enough. That is when they can go to do the invitation by themselves. Okay? Now let's move on. You have to be in charge. Sometimes you make a call and you release the authority to the person you are calling. How? As you are calling and you are asking somebody, hello, I'm calling from Design Your Life campaign office. Am I speaking with Mr. Lagbaja? He says yes. He said, okay. The reason why I'm calling you is that you have been recommended by somebody. And the person said, and you're talking, say, then you ask him question. Say, okay, I'm calling to know if are you in any way in Ilorin or outside? He said, just go home. Instead of you to say, please, I need an answer to know if the right channel to to direct you. He said, okay, then you continue. You are not in charge. You have to be in charge. Okay? So if you ask somebody a question and the person cannot answer it, say, excuse me, sir, I need an answer. I need to know if you will be available. If you say, are you sure you're going to be there? And the person say, see, I don't tell you, say, I'm going to be there now. You don't just say, okay. No. If you say, okay, I can bet you that the person will not come. The person will not show up. If somebody talks that way, say, sir, the invitation we are giving you is like a solid gold. So we need to be sure of your availability so that we don't, you don't miss that slot. We want to be sure of who are giving the slot. So we want to be sure you are going to be there. Or you can even place value immediately. Say the invitation we are going to send you, if finally successful, is worth 5,000 naira. You are supposed to pay 5,000 naira for this opportunity of meeting with our consultants, if not for the fact that you are recommended by your friend. You place value on it. Be in charge, be in control. If you do this, it's going to increase your results. That person will come with a different mindset, a mindset of coming to meet a consultant and an official thing. But when you are talking like a beggar, you are talking like somebody who is begging. You understand? When they even show up, they are showing up with a wrong mindset. They are showing up in those, let me come and see those rubbish people who is even calling me. The person is not even having confidence. Are you sure they are not scammers? Let me go and see what they're even doing. That is the mindset the person came with, and is not receptive. So be in charge. Are we getting value? If you are getting value, let me see that. Put that on the chat box. Somebody, I'm laughing at myself. I'm a victim. Are you getting value? If you are getting value, type value. Type value. Type value. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Emmanuel Bulus, Akel Sola, you're welcome. You're welcome. Ajibola Shakira, HP, who is HP? All right, so let's move on. Now, one of the things that can help you to gain confidence is you need to know that a call to prospect is a gift. A call to prospect is a gift. Now, let me ask you this. If you have a Christmas gift or birthday, let me say birthday gift in your hand for somebody that does not even expect, he is a family member or a friend or a neighbor, and you are where he's celebrating his or her birthday, and you have this precious gift that you know she will love. Maybe something you have come to discover that is her favorite, and you have that gift before you and you are going to that person's house and you're approaching that person's door. Will you feel apprehended? Will you have anxiety in you? Will you feel afraid? Will you lack confidence? I need an answer to that. Yes or no? You want to go and give somebody a gift. Will you be afraid of approaching him? Yes or no? Of course, no. Of course, no. Why will you be afraid? You are doing me a favor. You are doing me a favor. If he rejects you, you will happily go back and enjoy your thing. You take that gift to yourself. He has just saved you money. Okay? So that is how you should feel. You should feel happy. You should feel honored. You should feel confident when you are about to make a call, because you're about to give that person one of the best gifts in his life. Because if you do that invitation well, and the person shows up with the right mindset, and we're able to present to him very well, he understood the presentation, he takes an action, and his life changed. He received mentorship and his life changed eventually. Your story, his name, your name will be showing up in his story in the future. The person will be sharing his testimony and be mentioning your name. Say, thank God for so person that called me. If not for so person that recommended me. So why are you feeling bad when you're about to call somebody? You're about to give them an information that will change their life. Today, I am making money in the business because somebody invited me. What if the person did not invite me? Maybe I will be doing one nonsense 30,000 or 20,000 naira job, 50,000 or thereabouts. So a call to a prospect is like a gift. So be happy, be confident. Okay? Let's move on. Do it with sense of urgency. When you're making call, don't do it too relaxed. Don't be too slow. Okay? Don't be too slow making your call. See, the world is in a hurry right now, rushing to nowhere. The world is in a hurry. I remember something that happened in 1993, the first time I traveled to Lagos. Yeah, the first time I traveled to Lagos was in 1993. You know, my Afar, my Islamic scholar that was living with that time, was traveling from Onitsha to Lagos, and I followed him the first time ever. I just realized that we're always jumping from one bus to another. Before there's before I know it, my Afar has already jumped down. I will jump down with him. Before I know it, he will jump to another bus. Now there was this particular bus that we entered. As my Afar jumped down and I jumped down with him, my shoulder got hooked with the door frame. It tore my clothes and also gave me wound. Guess what? I shouted, yeah. My Afar did not even know that anybody shouted. He is already running. So I wanted to start nursing that wound, start to, pamper myself and, cry or whatever. When I noticed that the person I'm following has run about joining another bus, I quickly forget my pain. Guess what? I just shed tears. Tears just, drop in my eyes. Felt like, and I asked myself this question: what is chasing everybody in this Lagos? Why is people running like this? I've never seen such in my life before. People running, jumping buses. I've never seen it in my life. So why is everybody rushing in this state? Where are they running to? Okay, so the world is in a hurry now. Yes, the world is in a hurry. Rushing to nowhere. So when you're talking and you're like, hello, and this is champion. See, when you are making a call, forget champion. Don't use champion. Don't use pro. That's one of the mistakes. Who cares your title? Who knows your title? Have you ever seen any customer care call you and say, I'm a senior officer, customer care? Some of them are senior staff. Some of them could be manager. But I don't tell you their title. Your title is not important. Don't call your prospect and be telling them you are a pro, you are an ambassador, you are this thing. Just give them your name straight. Tell them you are calling from the communication department of the Design Your Life campaign. Forget title. Never you ever had champion or pro or ambassador or even Mr. Don't put Mr. to your name. Or even Mrs. Just give them your name straight and go straight to work. And be fast about that. Rehearse to talk fast. Because when you are talking fast, the person will feel like, okay, this person is talking fast. Okay, let me listen to him. Let me listen to her. She's talking fast. But when you talk too slow, you know what? They will interject and say, excuse me, can you call me back? I'm kind of busy now. Can you call me back? I'm driving. Okay? And mind you, anytime somebody is telling you, can you call me back? You say, please, the information I have for you is very important. And if you don't mind, I'm just going to give you that in less than 2 minutes. Say it emphatically. Say it with every seriousness. Say, hello, sir. The information I'm about to share with you is very important, and I need you to please pay attention. If you don't mind, I can give it to you in less than 2 minutes. If you say, but I'm not chanced now. So, okay, can you please call me back on this line when you are less busy, when you are done with what you are doing? If somebody say, I'm driving, can say, the information I'm about to give you is very important. Can you please park so that I can give it to you in less than 2 minutes? Then you continue on your journey. Be in charge. Talk with confidence. Talk emphatically. Pick your words carefully. Okay? And it doesn't matter whether you are highly lettered or not. In as much as you have mastered the script, you should be able to flow in good English. For those of you that are not very confident, you don't necessarily need to be very good at English. You just need to be good on the script that you have given to you. So follow the script and speak in English. If the person is diverting the information, the conversation that will take you to a place that the script did not cover, go back and repeat the script. You can only say something, please, can you please listen to me first? Can you please listen to what I want to share with you first? Okay, okay, I've heard you. Can you please listen first? Then you go back to the script. So do it with sense of urgency. Again, be official. Start with English and give option for Yoruba. Now, this is another thing that I know that our people are kind of guilty of. We're guilty of this. Don't start a call outrightly with Yoruba. It's wrong. It's wrong. Anything official is normally English. Yoruba is not our official language. Yes, I'm not talking down our dialect. I'm not, talking down. I'm not calling it vernacular. I'm only saying the official language, as far as official business is concerned in Nigeria, is English. And the script you are giving is already written in English. So you should master the script first. If you have to cram the script, even if you did not go to primary school, you can cram it. And you start with that English first. Haven't you noticed that when you are calling customer care, of any line, they'll say, welcome to MTN, for example. Welcome to MTN. Would you like to discuss with one of our agents in English? If we want to be attended to in English, press 1. If you want in Yoruba, press 2. If you want it in Hausa, press 3. They started out in English. They now gave you option to choose any language of your choice. Some people do switch to Yoruba. I don't bother to switch to Yoruba. I'll just press 1. But of course, there are some people that will switch to Yoruba or Hausa. So start out with English. Then you ask them, hello, sir. My name is Ango Soliu. I'm calling from Design Your Life campaign. Please, can I ask you a question? Can I go ahead in English? I have some information for you. Can I go ahead in English? Or will you prefer that I go on in Yoruba? Simple as ABC. Just count that line. Okay? Then if someone say Yoruba, even if the person does not understand English, he will understand that you are giving him option of Yoruba or English. If they say Yoruba, it's okay, Eshema or Eshesa. Or you can say, okay, okay. Don't even say Eshe, because when you say Eshe, some people will begin to feel you are inferior. That's why you are thanking him. Just okay, okay, ma. You speak in Yoruba, you not flow. But when you go out straight to Yoruba, what if the person does not understand Yoruba? There are some Yoruba names that people will give you and the person does not really understand Yoruba. And the person will feel offended. Recently, somebody came into our office. After the presentation, she was willing to pay. And she said, excuse me, please, I have an observation. And they said, why will you people be talking in Yoruba straight away? This is an official office. This is an official thing. Why will you be talking Yoruba? Is everybody Yoruba? Meanwhile, the person talking is a Yoruba-speaking lady. And of course, she was right. She was right. Okay, even if you are a presenter, you want to find out. It's a way of connecting with your audience. You want to ask, please, is there any person here who does not understand Yoruba? If they say no person, then you can mix, can flow Yoruba. But when you start out with Yoruba, they can take you for granted. Am I making sense? Are you getting value? Hello? Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you there with me? Good, thank you. So start out your conversation, your call in English language, then ask them, say, hello, after you introduce yourself, say, can I go ahead in English or will you prefer me to speak in Yoruba? Finish, and move on. Now, number 3, insensitivity to a prospect receptiveness. Sometimes you are calling a prospect and the person is proving rude and the person is not receptive. The person is just kind of shunning you. Who gave you my number? When somebody is sounding that way, or somebody is even interjecting, telling you, I hope it's not all of those network marketing. I hope it's not those La Bonavida. I hope it's not those Land Beyond Limit or Designing Your Life or waiting that they call them. You know, the person is talking that way. You can say, sir, it seems you know much about our campaign. When you talk that way, the person will caution himself. If you say yes, it's okay. Have you been to our office before? Have you attended our seminar before? And he said, yes, okay. What action did you take on it that time? If it's that to give you, so he said, I can see that you are not the right person for this opportunity that we want to share with you. Okay? Even though I know that the information we have for you is like a solid gold that can change any person's life. Okay? But since you are not really ready to, hear me out, I can as well, end this call right now so that I can attend to other people that are waiting for me. So thank you. Have a nice day. You end the call. The moment you start to change it for that person, the person can say, sorry, okay, let me hear you. That's right. So pay attention to that person, those people that are proving tough, that are showing attitude to you. Pay attention to the prospect attitude and insist on getting the right answer. If you ask them answer and they're not ready to give you, then you don't need to go further on that call. It means the person is not a teachable somebody. It's not anybody who is wise and smart and teachable. They will be very humble, always. They don't always, impose what they know on people. They don't always show off to people. They're always humble to learn. So if the person is proven top, then they are not the teachable type that we are looking for. Insist on getting the right answer. If you ask them answer, they must answer it. Otherwise, you cannot continue with that call. So, sir, I need you to answer this call. I need to confirm. I need to be double sure that you're going to attend, so that we don't, we don't lose the slot to somebody who is not ready to grab it. We have limited space, and there are so many other people that will be very grateful to have this opportunity. So we want to be sure, we want to be double sure that you're going to attend. So I'm asking again, sir, will you make it at 10 o'clock at so time, at so place. We're going to send the details of the address to you somewhere around Taiwo. Is that okay by you? So you mean you'll be able to be there before 10 o'clock? See, the harder the qualification, the easier the closing. When you qualify your prospects, some people are just, they are suspects. Anybody you call, you don't know whether it's a prospect or a suspect. Suspect will just be proven tough and not be giving you trouble. So if you notice, if you qualify them and you notice that they remain a suspect, hand the call. Okay? If they are proven to be rude, honorable, hand that call on them. You can say something like, it seems obvious that you are not interested in what I have to say. So I will have to hand this call right now so I can attend to other people that are waiting for me. Have a wonderful day. You hand it. Some of them can even call you back immediately and say, sorry, I'm sorry for talking to you that way. Okay, so please tell me, what is it all about? You didn't tell me what is it all about. Then you go back to the script. Design Your Life campaign is a campaign to help people raise financial, to help people financially, to raise funds for personal projects without having to borrow, So, and you have been recommended by so person, and we are now calling you to confirm, follow the script. Hello? Those of you that are here and your success line are not here, you better put a call across to them. They are missing, and you yourself, you are missing. Number 4, not qualifying the prospect well enough. I'll talk a little bit about qualifying. You need to qualify your prospect very well. You need to ask questions. You need to ask them whether they are going to make themselves available. You need to tell them the venue is around so. One of the reasons why you need to mention the area, not exactly the venue, the area of the presentation, is so that the person can calculate mentally how much it will take him to get there. If the person is a needy person and is coming all the way from Gama, and you tell him the seminar is going to hold around Stendio Road, very close to Taiwo Road, you will know that, yes, I will need nothing less than about 500 naira to move from Gama to that place and come back. It will prepare them for the expenses when you give them an idea of the venue. And I say, like I told you, it's around so area and at so time. Is that okay by you? Okay, fine. Now we're going to raise your reservation. Now, once it is successful, you are going to receive a call from us. Okay, so qualify your prospect. When you qualify, make them say yes about 3 times minimum. 3 times. If you can take it to 4, better. The higher the qualification, the easier the closing. Number 5, not following the script. Anytime you want to make call, always have your script, have your modus of operandi before you. Always look at it and be making your call. Even though you have mastered it, you have cramped everything, you have used it over and over, you can say it even in your sleep. Always have your modus of operandi before you. 1, it is a guide. It's a guide. You flow better when you can see it before you and you already mastered it than when you're not having it. Second reason why you need to always follow the script and have it before you, your success line will learn that from you. When they know that you're always having your modus of operandi before you, anytime you're making call, they will be doing the same thing. But guess what? When you are making calls offhand, you're not following any script, your downline too will do the same thing and they will mess the thing up. Then your business will not duplicate. They'll mess it up. Before you know it, people will be saying jargon to people. They'll be saying rubbish to people and they say they are inviting. So keep to the script, follow the script. Number 6, not sending the reservation code immediately. Anytime you finish a call, at least a particular list, before you go to treat another list, send message to that list first. Send message to that list first. Don't say, list I will now send the message in the midnight. Let me tell you the danger in that. Number 1, what if something good happens to you that you do not have time to send that list? That something can happen that you become too tired. You already told yourself you're going to stand up in the middle of the night to send. What if you become too tired that you fell asleep and you didn't remember to send? That's 1. Secondly, What if the same list that you are having, somebody else is also having similar name, the same name on another list? Does it happen or not? Especially whereby you have a list, another person has the same list. Please put it on the chat box. If it happens, say it happens. Your list, there is a name there, and another person has the same list. Very good, it happens. It happens. So if you fail to send your message immediately you finish call, another person sends his own message first, and one person has two messages to the office after presentation and the person paid. And you kind of say, this is my prospect now. Look, I've been following him. The other person says, yes, it's my prospect too. I also called him. Guess what? We'll check the messages. Which one came in first? That's the person that has it. So it's very dangerous to delay your message. Immediately you finish with a list, send the message immediately. If possible, as you are finishing with the call, can send the message. Say, okay, you receive a message, we're going to raise it, just to make it look, to create curiosity. You can say you should finish that list before you now send to all of them, to create curiosity. So, okay, well, I'm going to raise your reservation right now. Once it's successful, you will receive a message from us. Okay? That's the only reason why you can delay until you finish. But leaving it there, I will send it in the evening. I will send it tomorrow morning. Some people will not even send message until the next day. Why call somebody 2-3 days before? Say, I will use the message as the reminder. If I send it now, I would still need to send another one tomorrow. It's better I send it tomorrow so that it will serve as the reminder. You are trying to save money, and at the end of the day, you may lose the prospects. Are we learning? If you are learning, say yes. Are we learning? I'm about to round up now. Okay. Number 7, unprofessional use of instant invitation message. There is this case of some people, when they have a bundle of lists with them and they're overwhelmed, they felt they cannot treat all these lists and they are greedy, kind of. They want everybody to attend without them putting in the work, or they want to save money. They don't want to spend money in calling. They will decide to blast message to all of those people on the list. They call it instant invitation message. Let me tell you where that can work. It can only work where there is a very strong rapport, a very strong relationship between the owner of the list and the guest. When they are very close, they have a very strong rapport. There is strong trust between these two parties, and you mention the person's name. Some people say, since this person's name is mentioned, then I will go. Or they will even call the person immediately and say, I received a message right now. It contains your name. It says there is a message tomorrow. There is a seminar tomorrow. Once the person says yes, they will attend. But what if that people on that list are as good as cold market, even though you ask him to write his names, friends and family out, or people on his phone? What if there are people that he has not communicated with for a long time? What if there are people that he doesn't even have a good reputation with? And you blast them that kind of message, it will not work. So it's always good to put a call across. Don't try to save money unnecessarily. That's not how to save money. The best way to save money is to sharpen your script. Make sure you master your script very well. Make sure you develop confidence in calling. Make sure you develop, happiness in calling. So that every call you make, 50% of them will be showing up. 70% of them will be showing up. That is the best way to save money. When you did not groom yourself, you did not prepare mentally, environmentally, technically, emotionally, you didn't prepare, you didn't follow the script, you are not in charge, and you are making call. At the end of the day, you lose money to the network you are using. You are just loading credit and you are burning it by yourself. So you don't save money by just blasting people instant message. Do the professional call. Send the message. Then do a reminder call. And when you are doing a reminder call, you're not saying, I am calling to remind you. No. You're not calling to remind. Some people don't even bother to do the reminder call at all. And when you are doing reminder call, do it professionally. You will call to say, I am calling to confirm whether you've gotten our message. Whether you got in our message yesterday, please don't delete the message. Please make sure your phone is charged and call them at least about 2 hours or minimum of 1 hour. Minimum of 1 hour. Okay? So, guys, not doing reminder call can also make you lose valuable prospects. Some people will have in mind to want to attend, but unfortunately, they forgot. And they were like, if you had called me, I would have come now. I was not even doing anything that time. Hey, yeah, I was even sitting there. I was just sleepy. I was just watching movie. The thing escaped my mind. I feel like, hey, if I had known, I would have done the reminder call. Okay? So if you have your secretary, your secretary should start making reminder call as early as 8 a.m. 2 hours to the time. 2 hours to the time. If you are doing it yourself and you have to attend cell meeting, okay, fine. Immediately after 9 o'clock, you start doing as much of that call. You can even tell them that I'll call you tomorrow to confirm if you got the message. So when you are calling, you will not see us reminding. You just want to confirm whether they got the message. I say you should be on your way right now. In the next 40 minutes, in the next 1 hour, we're going to start. Okay, number 9. Allowing an untrained new member to invite is also a crime in this business. Allowing an untrained member to invite. Don't give work to somebody who just started in the business. Don't forget, the promise is you drop the list. We are going to help you make the call. We are going to do the calling on your behalf. Okay, so they're not just enough. This person is a teacher now. The person is a civil servant. So you too be making the call. Let the person be trained first. He's not in the right frame of mind. He doesn't even have total belief in the business yet, or even confidence in himself that he can do well in the business, or even confidence in the business that it is more than enough for somebody to do as a profession. So you help them to do the call. Don't allow your people to invite. They can only prepare them. They can only warm their people up if they're the type that is learned and can be sending message. There are some people. This is another thing, may God give us wisdom and understanding. It's good to, ask God for knowledge, but beyond knowledge, you need understanding. You need to pray for understanding and also wisdom. Somebody who is not used to sending message, he doesn't normally send message. You need to find out somebody. Do you used to send message to your friends? Do you used to use SMS? Say, yes, I send message very well. Fine. Those are the kind of people you give message to send to their prospects. If you ask somebody who is not used to sending message to send message, when their people receive the message, they will look like, Yalagbaja. Send the message to me. Because the message is that kind of people is not supposed to send message. They're supposed to call. And there are some people that if you call, they'll even start to suspect you. You need to meet them one-on-one. Maybe you are staying together at home. You are just next door, and you are going to see in the evening. You now stay in the office. They are not calling your neighbor, your roommate. Hello, Baoni, I recommended you for one program. They might call you. The person will feel like, are you sure you are in a safe hand? Why are you calling me? Why don't you come back home and we will talk about it? Why don't you wait until we meet? Why call? Are you sure you are safe where you are? Are you sure you're not falling into the hand of 419? That would be what some people might be thinking. So you have to find out. That is where you have sought. If you sought on the list, you sought the list, you know those who are warm, you know those who are cold, that need to be warmed up by the owner of the list, you know those who have money that you're going to invite first, you know those who have authority that are going to invite after the person have gotten made some money on his DTC, even if he has not collected. They know those who are needy that are going to call last. When you find out about these people, you know those who are lettered, who are fit to be selling, sending. So guys, let me give you the last one. Breaking the invitation ground rules. Breaking the invitation ground rules. Before you make call, you are doing invitation, you need to understand the rules, the ground rules to inviting. And what are they? Number one, know what to say. You must know what to say. You must master your script. You must say it well. And you must know that the purpose of inviting is for prospect to take a look. And people that will join you in the business will do so to the degree they know, like, and trust you. You need to introduce yourself properly. Let them get to understand that you are an agent working for an NGO that is running a campaign called Design Your Life Campaign. And you are calling because somebody recommended them. Don't always be in a rush to treat your list as what do we call it? Stranger list. Many of us is always stranger, and that's why we're not getting results. If somebody is telling you, please, we have to start this nonsense of somebody. They want to make money and they're saying, don't mention my name. Or say, if you don't want us to mention your name, then you will not make money in this business. You only make change. You make little money. We are not duping people. Why are you afraid of mentioning your name? You ask them, please, are you having problem with this person? Are you quarreling with this person? Say no. Who is it, or you say it's your friend? If you say it's your friend, then why are you saying we should not mention your name? If you say it's your family, why is it? If it's your, why will you have somebody's name on your phone and you don't want us to mention that person's name? That prospect who is saying that needs training. Make sure they attend training. By the time they see the value of what they have, they will be free to identify with the business. Okay? So, guys, that is it. So, insist that your people identify with their list. Okay? Recommended list is more quality than stranger list. So people that will join you will do so to the degree they know, like, and trust you. If they don't know the person, they don't like the person, they will not want to do business. So this is just some of the factors that affect effective invitation that I have for you today. Maybe another day we're going to go deeper, okay, to some other factors, and also even dissect the script, and also bring out some more new scripts and some other scenario, you know, in our training. All right, so guys, this is where I'm going to be wrapping it up for today. Thank you for showing up on this Success Masterclass. Don't forget, the last rule is never tell anything until you can show everything. You must not give out the nature of the business while you are inviting. Okay, people that normally commit this atrocity or this crime are posers. You know, people who just got started and they refuse to be trained. And please always insist. Now that we have system of training both online and offline, I see no reason why somebody will not be trained. Tell them outright, sir, man, do you want to make money in this business? You need training. Is it that you attend our training in the morning 8 to 9, or you attend it in the night through Telegram 7 to 8? You have to choose one. Otherwise, you can't make money in this business. What you are doing right now that is giving you money, you got trained about it first. This list you are giving me, you are going to jeopardize it by yourself if you do not have training. Okay, that's how to do it. All right, guys. I believe I've been able to make a little impact on you for today's training. So this is where we're going to be wrapping it up. Thank you for showing up. God bless you. All right, do you have any person that has question quickly? Any question? Any question? In the absence of any question, okay, so I congratulate all of you that stayed on up to this moment. I congratulate you, Champion Jibola Shakirat, Emmanuel Bulus, Babata Medinat, Oladuni, okay, Adiola, Katibi, Sefiat, Abiola, Salami, Adam Olariwaju, Shukra Azan, Okoyemi, Victoria, Kafila, Takeusola, Okoyemi, and so on. Congratulations. I congratulate you. That shows that you are professional. Professionals get time to be trained. They normally learn. Okay? It is only amateur and posers that refuse to be trained. So I wish you best of luck, and I encourage you to start applying those things that you have learned, all of those techniques that you have learned from this training. All right? So see you next week. God bless you. Bye.